do you believe in monsters? Some say they're nothing more than make-believe, figments of our primal fears. Yet some believe these horrors are real, lurking just beyond our sight. Long ago, in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and dense, dark forests, there lived a people who had long heard the whispers of the night. For generations, the elders had told tales of terrifying creatures that roamed the land when the moon climbed high in the velvet sky. But these were just stories, mere fables to scare children into behaving. Or were they? One night, a group of young hunters, strong and brave, or so they thought, scoffed at the elders' warnings. They boasted they'd venture into the forbidden forest, slay the beasts and return before the first rays of dawn. Armed with sharp spears and knives, they cut deep into the silent woods. The air grew heavy, the shadows deeper. The trees seemed to twist and writhe as if watching their every move. The hunters' laughter died down. Suddenly, the wind whispered through the bolete trees, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and something else, something wild and untamed. Above them, perched on a gnarled branch, a shadow shifted, revealing eyes that glowed like embers in the darkness. It was the Kapre, a giant hairy humanoid who made his home in the forest. He puffed on a thick cigar, the glowing embers of his eyes matching the light of the full moon. Smoke curled around him, hiding his features and obscuring his form. The hunters froze, fear gripping their hearts. The Kapre took a long drag from his cigar and let out a plume of smoke that swirled around the hunters, making it hard for them to breathe. The smell of burning leaves filled their nostrils. Adrenaline surged through them. They turned and fled, crashing through the undergrowth, their earlier bravado forgotten. But from the thickets came the sound of flapping wings, beating the silent air like a drum. The hunters risked a glance over their shoulders. The Manananggal glided toward them, her torso rising higher and higher into the air. Her entrails trailed behind her, glistening in the moonlight. Her face was a mask of rage and hunger, her eyes blazing with the lust for blood. She screeched, a piercing, heart-wrenching sound that echoed through the trees, shaking their very courage. The hunters stumbled on, desperate to escape the forest's clutches. Then they saw it, a small hut in the distance, a possible refuge from the horrors of the night. Just as they reached it, a foul stench hit them. A rotting, bloated corpse lay outside, its skin peeled back as if by some unseen force. The hunters' worst fears were confirmed when a grotesque face leered at them from the forest floor. Sharp teeth protruded from its gums and its eyes burned with a malevolent light. The Tiyanak, a child demon that lured travelers to their deaths, was revealed. They fled again, this time toward the river, hoping its waters could wash away the terror that clung to them. But the river churned and bubbled like a pot of boiling water, and from its depths rose a creature straight out of nightmare. The Bakunawa reared its head from the water, its scales glistening in the moonlight. Its eyes blazed with a cold fire, and its gaping maw promised certain death. Legend spoke of the Bakunawa as an ancient serpent that lived in the depths of the river, a creature so massive it devoured moons, leaving only darkness in its wake. The last hunter fell to his knees, fear paralyzing him. He wanted to pray, to beg for mercy, but the forest wouldn't have it. The trees moaned, their roots coiling like serpents, reaching for him, wanting him. The hunter's screams echoed through the silent night, swallowed by the darkness and the ever-hungry creatures of the forest. By dawn, the sun rose over the silent forest, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson. The horrors of the night were gone, leaving behind an eerie calm. The villagers later found their spears and sandals scattered in the dirt, silent witnesses to their disappearance. The elders shook their heads, their faces etched with sorrow and understanding. "The creatures are older than us," they said softly, "older than time itself. To forget them is to feed them." And so the legend of the creatures of the night continued to be told, a reminder to respect the old ways and the balance of nature, lest the horrors of the night come seeking, stirring in their slumber by the foolish and the bold. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Are these creatures just scary stories, or is there truth hidden in the shadows? Let me know your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this chilling tale, don't forget to stay tuned for more spine-tingling stories and creepypastas. Until next time, sleep tight and don't let the creatures of the night get you.